Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divination Magic Week 2. This week we are going to be talking about the tarot and oracles and runes. So we're going to kick off the week with our tarot cards, one of my favorite topics. And I went ahead and set up the working altar for this little mini video on how to prepare for a reading. And this is for yourself or if you're doing a reading for someone else. Okay, so of course the first thing to do, let's zoom in here, is to set up your sacred space. I always like to use white candles for my readings, and I also use candles that represent my spirit guides, the spirits that are going to be helping me, or the deities. So I have the 7 African powers that represent the orishas here on the altar. Of course, we've got an angel candle going, and there in the back we've got a goddess candle going. So that sets up who I am asking to come in and help do my reading. As well, we want to cleanse the sacred space, right? We want to create sacred space and cleanse it. So today I chose some frankincense and myrrh. Yum, yum, yum. Good stuff. This is the really good Somali. Ooh, yummy stuff, to kind of smudge our sacred space. You know, one of the things that you can do is run your cards through the smoke to cleanse them. As well, I also have some of my favorite sprays. So if you're in an environment where you can't do the big smudge and smoke, you don't want to fill your whole house up with smoke because frankincense and myrrh is quite smoky, as is Palo Santo or sage, or, here we go, mugwort wand. Okay, so all these are different ideas, but if you can't use smoke, it's okay, not to worry. There are lots of really other good options. So let me show you some of my favorites. So here we have Parting the Veil over here on the left, which is a really amazing spray from Daughters of Isis. And Gwen, this spray just opens up your crown chakra, your third eye chakra. It really does exactly what it says, parting the veil. Also, Kim Murphy's Essentials has a divination spray, and as well a third eye chakra spray. Lilith Dorsey has an amazing Marie Laveau water. You can splash your hands with it and then use it to shuffle your cards. Of course, we love having Mama Marie Laveau here with us to do any kind of readings. That's a great influence, great guide to help you out in your divination endeavors. As well, we've got Palo Santo. That is from Red Holistic, Brandy Osset. I also put the retrograde remedy here because we are in retrograde. There's like 5 planets in retrograde. Mercury has just started its retrograde shadow. So I like to use some retrograde remedy, to kind of stabilize the influences for the reading. As well, also from Gwen at Daughters of Isis, the White Light, one of my absolute favorite sprays of all time. You can also use oils. I kind of drip some of the oil in my hand, rub them together, and then use them to shuffle the cards. We've got Divination and Delphi. So, kind of whatever you like to use. You can use Palo Santo as well. But it really is whether or not you're going to be doing a reading that you want with the smoke or smokeless. Okay, great. So then there's a couple of options. Of course, the easiest reading, if you want to do a divine daily, something for your meditation, journal prompts, just pull one card. One of my other favorites, I always call it the quick and dirty here, and I'm going to use the Fountain Tarot to kind of show you. This is a really beautiful deck. So you can do a 3-card pull. And of course, 3 cards, what do they represent? You get to pick, okay? So mind, body, spirit, past, present, future. It really depends on the question that you're asking, okay? And these are readings that you can do for yourself, like I said, or for others, okay? Then, if you're going to be doing a really big reading, I've had this deck. I've been reading with the Thoth deck for 25 years, so it's like one of my favorite. And this is one of my favorite spreads, and it's a spread that was influenced and inspired again by Gwen Berry, Daughters of Isis, 25 years ago, believe it or not. So let's talk about the positions here, and I'm going to add this into our class lesson as well, so you can use it if you'd like. So this is a 13 card spread. The first position here, which is, it says Five of Cups, disappointment. That is the person who is getting the reading, okay? The next card, which we have here is Two of Cups, love, is something that is either aiding them or challenging them. So it's kind of the crossing card, right? The third card position is all about what their foundation is. What is the major energy that is supporting them or challenging them at the moment? Okay, Ace of Discs. The fourth position is messages from your spirit guides. Fifth position there, we have the Prince of Swords, and that's message from deity, from goddess. Then we move into kind of the prognostication area, right on the second row. This is the immediate future, right? Ace of Cups, which is really, really beautiful, as an immediate future, new emotional energy coming in, right? Then we have the Queen of Cups. That position is used for kind of what is supporting, aiding, challenging the immediate future. The Hermit is coming in as like a longer term future. And then, of course, here we have the Four of Swords in the position of hopes and fears. And then the outcome card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Don't we love that outcome? Ooh, movement, change, things coming in, good luck, powerful, powerful. And it's a major arcana, so beautiful. And then I always add, at the end of the reading, I do 3 cards for their heart. And it kind of like is an exclamation point on the reading, okay? So this is just like 2 examples here of different kinds of spreads. I'm going to put a couple in the course for you. You can make up your own spreads. You can really have fun with it. The only thing that I would say to you is, obviously, set your card positions ahead of time. Know what your card positions are before you ask your question or before you have your person that you're doing the reading for shuffle their cards, right? Okay, so just to review, we go ahead and create our sacred space, yummy, yummy, whether we're having a smudge, or if we're having a smokeless smudge, use it on the cards. Then you hand it off to the person that's getting the reading, or if it's you, then to yourself, and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I always ask them if they'd like me to cut, and I always cut with the left hand, cutting from the heart, right? Left hand is our heart hand. All right. And then I go ahead and put the cards out. Now, some readers like to shuffle during the reading. I go ahead and just take it right off the top once it's cut. It's really up to you, whatever your preference is, whatever you like to do. You go through the reading. You can throw cards for clarification on any of these positions. And I always recommend clarification, especially for cards that are challenging, like the Tower, right? I do not personally read reversed because I give both sides of all cards. But what I like to do, if we've got a challenging card here like the Tower, right, which is kind of dissolution of structure, right? The Tower is a card that means there's going to be some sudden change coming in. And right now we're in eclipse season, so the Tower is actually popping up in a lot of readings that I've been doing lately. But what is really awesome about the Tower is whatever survives the lightning strike and the crumbling is the structure that's really foundational. It's really what can support you in moving forward. Okay. So what I do is I look at a challenging card and I go, okay, great. What's the antidote? And I throw 1 card on it to see if that gives us a really good answer. Remember that. What's the antidote? Okay. If you have positive cards, you can certainly also throw clarification. That's not a problem. And then what I do at the end of like going over these cards, throwing any clarification that might be required when I'm reading for other people, is I ask them, do you have any questions? And then I usually do a 3-card pull for their questions. Okay. And I kind of give them a past, present, future influence for that. Okay. Does that make sense? But quick and dirty, 3 cards, just pull them, and there you go. You can pull a card every single day. When you're done your reading, I go ahead and shuffle the cards again. I spray them. I smudge them, right? I clean them. You should clean your cards after every single reading, whether it's for yourself or not. Always clean your cards and clean your space. Okay, don't forget to add your bubble of protection when you're doing your readings in the beginning. Sometimes you might want to do a circle cast, create extra sacred space, especially if you're doing ritual divination. But this is our kickoff for tarot. Yay! I'm going to add some additional lecture, chat kind of audios for you coming up, and some pictures. So there you go. May you be blessed in all of your readings. May your guides support you for the greatest good, and have some fun. Thanks so much, everybody. Happy Divination Magic Week 2.